Hi everyone, welcome to my very first YouTube video. I'm Alexis. I live in New York City and I've worked in fashion and beauty for over a decade. I get tons of questions from my friends and family about my skincare routine, so I wanted to share that with you today, along with some tips and tricks that I have learned from working at Allure magazine and with the industry's top stylists and hair and makeup artists. I want to preface this by saying that I am not a dermatologist or an esthetician. The things that I am recommending here are just things that I have found have worked for me after years and years of testing products and learning more about my skin and what works and what doesn't. So my primary focus is really anti-aging and preventing further sun damage. So what I do first thing in the morning is wash my face. I don't usually use any kind of cleanser because I've thoroughly cleansed my skin the night before. So I usually just splash water across my face, or sometimes I do use this product from Boscia. It is something that they call a splash mask, and you just put a couple pumps of it in your sink and splash it on your face, and it's great for days that you need a little bit more moisture. Sometimes I exfoliate in the morning as well, because during the night is really the time when your skin is turning over and all your cells are getting slothed away while you sleep. So in the morning is really the optimal time to do your exfoliating routine. And a product that I really love is this one from Tatcha. It is the Rice Polish Classic. It is well loved and I've been using this product for years. It is an enzyme exfoliator. It's got a really unique texture, and while it is a pricier product, it lasts for years. This one is just running out on me and I've had it for about 3 years. This is going to leave your skin feeling really smooth and ready for your makeup application. So after I wash my face, I use a toner, and it depends on whether or not I've used Retin A the night before on which toner I use. So if I have not used my Retin A the night before, I use this one from Peter Thomas Roth. It's their 8% glycolic toner, and this is really great for fine lines and wrinkles, uneven skin tone. Glycolic is one of the acids that you may want to think about incorporating into your skincare routine. The other acid that I use in a toner is hyaluronic acid. So I use this the mornings after I have used my Retin A when I need a little bit more moisture. This one is really nice. It's from a brand called It's Skin, and it's their moisture toner. This has a really nice, almost serum-like consistency. It's very refreshing and it's got a great scent as well. And the price point on that is really very reasonable. So next up, what I use is an eye cream. I just recently discovered that you don't need an eye specific product for an eye cream. Generally the active ingredients are the same ones that are in your moisturizer, but if you're like me and you tend to glaze over your eye area and not really pay it enough attention when you're putting your moisturizer on, I would definitely recommend using an eye cream. I think that it is one of the areas that shows aging the earliest, obviously, and I have been a devotee of eye cream for quite a long time, and I really have preached to my friends to use eye cream from an early age. I have found that it makes a great difference in how my eye area looks compared to people who haven't used it. So right now I'm just using this little sample of Dr. Jart Ceramidin cream. It's nice and thick and rich, good for colder months. I just dab a little of that on under my eyes in the morning and the evening. So next up are serums, and I think that serums are one of the areas where people have the most trepidation and they don't really exactly understand what they should be using for your skin. And the answer is probably a few different things. So I use several different serums, again, depending on how my skin is feeling and how much I feel like it can tolerate. Generally, I start with a hydrating serum. So I've been using this one from Peach and Lily. It is their Glass Skin serum, and it's just really nice and hydrating. It has peptides and niacinamide. This is a Korean beauty brand. It's relatively new to the market, and I got this in my Allure beauty box. I've really liked this serum, and it's a generous size. This is 1.35 fluid ounces, and it's lasted me a really long time, and I use it in the morning and the evening. Not every day, but most days. So this is a really great product from Peach and Lily that I have enjoyed. So I also like to use serums to incorporate more acids into my skincare routine, and one of the most important acids for someone like me who has a lot of underlying sun damage is vitamin C. So vitamin C is one of the most proven ingredients for anti-aging and for really improving your skin's texture and combating the sun damage that is going on in the deeper layers of your skin. Currently, I am using this one from The Ordinary. It's their 8% absorbic acid. I have also used the Truth Serum from Ole Hendrickson. I really like that product a lot. You don't have to spend a lot of money on a vitamin C serum. There's lots of great ones on the market. You want to make sure you're looking for absorbic acid. That is the main ingredient in vitamin C serums, and I use this about every other day. This one has more of an oil-like consistency, I would say, which some people may not enjoy, but I like an oilier consistency because I do tend to be dry. Two other serums that are in my rotation and have been for a really long time are these ones from Chanel. They are the Allure and the Le Weekend serums, and the Allure has salicylic acid in it, so I use that probably about every other day, every 3 days, and the Le Weekend is meant only to be used a couple of times a week. I think that Chanel may have discontinued the Allure and the La Nuit. If I can find them, I'll link them below, but they definitely still make this product, the Le Weekend. It's a beautiful serum. It's got more of a creamy texture to it, I would say. And so if you're not using a Retin A or something like that, this is a great product that is Retin A adjacent to maybe start with, and just use it on the weekends. After my serums come moisturizer. So I work between two different ones right now, depending on whether or not I've used my vitamin C serum. So if I have not used my vitamin C serum, I will use this moisturizer, the CEO from Sunday Riley. This is a really nice product, and it's got a great texture and a lovely sort of citrus fragrance. It's very hydrating, and I feel like it absorbs nicely, quickly. I have liked using this product. I don't know that I would seek it out to purchase it again because it is very expensive. My mom actually gave me this one. I didn't purchase it. I don't know that I would buy it again, but it is a nice moisturizer, and it has lasted quite a while. The other one that I'm using that I have been really enjoying, it's a brand that I really respect and want to use more of. It is Tata Harper, and this is their Water Lock Moisturizer. So this has alpha hydroxy acids in it, and this brand is really great. It is female owned. It is based in Vermont, where I have a lot of history, and all of their packaging is sustainable. This package actually is refillable. So you could just get kind of a pod that comes in here, and you can just repurchase the pod, so you're not repurchasing plastic over and over again. It's got this nice little pump here, so you just got a blob that squirts out, so you're not sticking your finger in the jar. If you do have products in a jar like this one, I would definitely recommend trying to use one of those little spatulas, or you can use a small spoon or something like that. The least you can put your fingers in these jars, the better. So lately I have been using a lot more oils. I'm pretty dry, and I have found that the oils make a really big difference in how my skin feels and how makeup lays on top of it. The product I use in the morning is this one from Pixi. It's their Rose Oil Blend. I also got this in my Allure beauty box, and it's a really nice product. It's very soothing. It's got a really nice sort of earthy fragrance to it. It reminds me of something that Aesop makes, and I think the price point on this is also really reasonable. So definitely a nice product. It's got vitamin E and botanical oils, so I've been enjoying that one. After my oil has had a little bit of time to absorb, I try to make sure that when I touch my skin, it's not tacky anymore. I don't notice the oil there as much. My skin feels hydrated, but not like there's a layer of oil. So usually that takes anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. After oil comes the most important, most critical part of anyone's skincare routine, and that is sunscreen. There's no point in doing any of this if you're not wearing sunscreen every day. And that means every day during lockdown, every day in the winter in New York City when it's cloudy and gray, every day. I was lucky enough when I worked at Allure to participate in one of their features where they brought in sort of this special camera that took photos of the deepest layers of our skin. And something that I discovered luckily at a young age was that I was riddled in sun damage. I had the worst sun damage of anybody on the staff, and I was one of the youngest on the staff at the time. So I really learned then that it was so important for me to use sunscreen. I wear an SPF 50 every day. I'm very fair. If you have a darker complexion, you can probably get away with a 30, but really, the higher that SPF, the better. So for my daily sunscreen, I've been using this one from Chanel for years. It's their UV Essential SPF 50. It's a mineral-based sunscreen, and this one has a really lovely texture to it. It sort of turns to a powder, and it lays beautifully under makeup. I've also used the La Roche-Posay, and I think that that is a similar quality and texture to the Chanel product, and at more of a drugstore price point. That's it for my daytime skincare routine. In the evening, I like to try to remove my makeup as early in the evening as possible and start my skincare sort of as soon as I'm done with work for the day. I always do a double cleanse. I start with more of an oil-based cleanser to remove my makeup, and a lot of people get nervous when you say oil-based, but you really don't have to worry about any of these oil-based cleansers congesting your pores. They're really meant to remove your makeup, and because you're going to use another cleanser after this, it's going to remove any excess oil that might still be on your skin. There's lots of great cleansing oils out on the market, lots of them in the K-beauty sector. I use this one from Innisfree lately. This is a really lovely green tea cleansing oil. I'm almost out, actually, I have to get more. So green tea is obviously an amazing antioxidant. It's very soothing to the skin, and this is a really nice fragrance. A lot of people don't like fragranced skincare, but I just really feel like it is more pampering to use a product that smells really lovely, and it makes it a little bit easier to have to wash your face twice. The second step in my cleansing routine has been with this product from Curology. This is a French skincare brand, female owned, also very sustainable. This product smells really lovely. It's a foam-based cleanser, so this is going to just remove any excess dirt and impurities that I may have picked up walking through this filthy city. And it also has a really sort of fresh, cucumbery like fragrance. After I do my double cleanse, I use a toner once again, usually this one from It's Skin, the hyaluronic acid toner. This is nice and moisturizing. And then I move into serums. So I go between this one from Chanel, part of that same line of products. This is La Nuit de Chanel. And then I also use this one sometimes, the Tatcha Overnight Memory Serum Concentrate. This is a really nice, very soothing, calming serum. It has sort of an interesting jelly-like texture. It comes with this adorable little spatula in the top. I really love Tatcha products. I learned a lot about the brand very early on, and I think that they are really one of the best premium skincare brands out there. I've tried a few of their products. They have a beautiful cleansing oil also. Great products from Tatcha. Unlike my morning skincare routine where I use a moisturizer and then an oil, in my evening routine I apply the oil right after my serums. In the evening lately I have been using this one. It is from La Prairie. It is their Cellular Swiss Dry Oil. This is a very luxurious product that was kindly gifted to me, and I was saving it, but I figured no time like a pandemic to break into your premium skincare products. This is a great super hydrating oil. It's got a lovely fragrance. The packaging obviously is beautiful. La Prairie makes some of the best skincare products out there. They are a very premium price point, but if you're feeling indulgent and you really want to treat yourself, I would say that La Prairie products are the creme de la creme, and you will not be sorry with any of their products. I generally let the oil absorb anywhere from half an hour to a couple of hours, depending on when I've started my evening routine, and then I move into my Retin A. And I have been on Retin A for a number of years. I originally got a prescription from my dermatologist after a friend of mine told me about Hauntingly Beautiful cream. Retin A is the really holy grail of all anti-aging skincare, and it's proven, it's been studied since the 1970s, and it is really the only product out there that is proven to work. What it does is it really sort of toughens up your skin, so it's going to help flush out fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to provide a more even skin tone. It's also prescribed for acne, so it's really an all-encompassing holy grail product, and something you definitely want to start considering. I started on Retin A years ago with a prescription from my dermatologist, and I used it sporadically, but it wasn't until I started using Curology that I really was diligent about sticking to it and seeing it through. This is my Curology prescription. So in addition to the tretinoin, which is the pharmaceutical name for Retin A, It also has niacinamide and azelaic acid. It's so convenient that I can get this kind of on demand whenever I need it. I have a very small face, so I tend not to need as much product as some other people do. So if I find that I need to stretch out the time in between my deliveries or get it sooner than I thought I needed it, it's really easy to do that. And also recently I just asked the provider to increase the amount of tretinoin in my prescription because I've been on it for about a year now very diligently, and I wanted to increase the dosage a little bit. So really nice that you've got a lot of flexibility and it comes delivered to your door without having to go to the dermatologist to get a prescription. After my Retin A, I generally use an overnight mask because I still do experience some sensitivity from the Retin A, even though I've been using it for about a year now, especially with some of the other acids that I incorporate into my skincare routine. So I feel that using an overnight mask in addition to a moisturizer really helps combat any sensitivity, and it provides the extra hydration that my skin needs. For years and years, I've been using this one. It smells just gorgeous, as all of their products do. It is the Fresh Black Tea Firming Overnight Mask. And this jar I've had for at least a year, and it's still more than half full. This is such a thick, rich product. Really, a little bit goes a long way, and I know that it's ultra hydrating because when I wash my face in the morning, I can still feel that it's on there. Last but not least, one of the products that is very new to my routine now that I'm in my 30s is a neck cream. I have been using this one from Allure. It is their firming neck cream. If I can get my camera to focus. And this is a brand that was started in Budapest, where spa culture is big. It's a very premium brand. I was lucky enough, they're not gonna be happy that I'm saying this, but to find this at TJ Maxx. It's a really great neck cream, and it's very rich. It's got a nice fragrance, and I'm trying to take a little bit better care of my neck area now that I'm getting a little bit older. And also I spend a lot of time on the phone, so starting to see some of those signs of aging around my neck. So I've newly incorporated a neck cream, and while you probably don't need, again, like an eye cream, a specific product for your neck, I just feel like I pay more attention when I have a specific neck product. Whew, that's it. I know it seems like a lot of products. These are things I've learned to integrate into my skincare routine over the years. I'm going to list all of the steps and products that I mentioned in the description box below. I know that these are a lot of premium products, so please let me know if you're interested in seeing my top picks for drugstore products. Also, please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in seeing more fashion and beauty content from in and around the West Village in New York City. Thanks!